And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our first ever Big Pond Brawl presented by Fish Hawk Electronics. Michael here. Rob is in the shop. This is a crazy, busy day. The weigh-in has been underway since 1 o'clock, but we're now starting the broadcast as we're going to have a flurry of boats coming in here to get their weigh-in. So welcome to our first ever tournament here at Lake Michigan Anglers. Super happy to be here with you all and super ecstatic to share this experience with you all on the broadcast here. Yeah, there we go. We got people all in the shots. It's a little bit crazy over here. So let's see where we're at today. Let me get you guys caught up with what's going on right now. Let's jump straight into the weigh-in. We've got boats coming in. Quite a few of the boats from North Point that took off out of North Point have come in already. What I can share with you is there's been some pigs being pulled out right now. Right now, it looks like the biggest king pulled in is just over 21 pounds, I believe. One of the biggest bags that came in so far is north of 70 pounds. We saw some big browns brought in, some fat Lakers, and this is I don't even think we're halfway through the weigh-in here on these fish. So welcome, and it's going to be a good time. We have a lot to talk about with the prizing here, and we're all going to check it out here. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave it into the chat as we go along here. Some big fish being pulled out. Listen, let's go ahead and talk about our sponsors that really helped to make this happen. And let me go ahead and share with you kind of a little bit of the backstory here. You know, this event came into fruition really as a last-minute idea between Rob and myself about, hey, let's do something for the community. Let's put something together and really gear it towards new anglers, like new salmon tournament anglers, small boat guys, and we came up with this event to do that. And when we set this all up, we figured, hey, let's shoot for 25 boats. Well, our expectations were far exceeded. We have north of 50 boats total. I believe the final count is 53 boats have entered into our first ever salmon tournament, and that is simply incredible. The weather cooperated here that allowed the small boat guys to get out here, and quite a lot of the boats that entered in here are in fact new to salmon tournaments, and that was essentially what our goal was in putting this together, to allow the small boat guys to get a chance to get out here and five fish. You know, get out here and work to get your five fish. You can see them pulling in here. Some nice fish being pulled out right here. What's that weight? 60.74. 60.74. That's a nice haul right there. That's going to get them up on the count here. We'll see if we are able to pull a standing here at some point to show you guys where things are at. But let's talk about what is up for grabs here. Because our initial expectations was 25 boats, we predicated our prizing on about $11,000 in cash and prizes. With the essentially doubling of the fish, or I'm sorry, the boaters involved in this tournament, we essentially have a huge payday. So, first place today, we'll be walking out of here with $7,133 taking home. That is an amazing single-day salmon tournament payday. Really excited about this. Second place, you're going to be walking home with over $3,000. Third, just shy of $2,000. Now, let's talk about our monster fish category presented by Magnum Metals. Big thank you to Magnum Metals for supporting this and being involved. That payday, it was already guaranteed to be $1,000. Well, we knew that was going to at least double, and in fact, it more than doubled. That total payout came well over $3,000, and so we decided to break the payday, break that down into 3 payouts for the monster fish because it's so substantial. So now we'll be able to pay out first for $2,000. Second will be $1,000, and third is going to walk away for $550 for the prizing on the monster fish. So a lot of money up for grabs, and it wouldn't have been possible if our sponsors didn't jump behind and support us from the go for them to be a part of this, where we are starting something from scratch, says a lot about these companies and says a lot about their commitment to our salmon fishing community. So big thank you to our title sponsor here, Fish Shark Electronics, for being a part of this and really going the extra distance. Also, of course, Magnum Metals, fantastic products. Many of our boaters and salmon anglers in the area use their products, are familiar with their products. If you're not, highly recommend checking them out at magnum-metals with a Z.com. Check out their stuff, man. Really great quality products for your boat, downriggers, and trees, and so on and so forth. So big thank you for them for sponsoring the Monster Fish. Akuma Fishing Tackle, the big ones, cut bait. Everyone hears me walking away with cut bait, herring, and alewife, courtesy of the big ones cut bait. Aqua Traction of Chicago is here, and we're standing on their pads. Big thank you for them for jumping on board and supporting us as well. And also want to mention a big thank you to Migrator Charters and Captain Caleb, who contributed, sponsored, and put into this as well. And we did have an anonymous donor that contributed as well, so thank you to that individual. And, of course, Lake Michigan Angler for contributing to this. So let's go ahead and take a look here at what we got going on for the fish. Let's see here. And we are going to work on trying to get a current standing. We'll see how that looks here in a second. Let's take a look.
Yes, sir.
27-16.
27-16. See some Lakers in there, some two big Lakers. So on this weigh-in, it's 5 fish, and only 2 fish can be lake trout for their weigh-in for their 5 fish. 43.62. I think Rob and I, when we were talking about this, we figured that in that 40 to 50 range would be a good place to be, would probably get you in the money. And it seems like just what I've seen so far from the boats that have weighed in, that's probably going to be true here. But we've got so far 2 boxes that were pretty substantial, or maybe 3, I believe, that are 2 are north of 60, one's over 70 pounds of total weight between 5 fish. Now, once it's all said and done, and we do everything, once we get everything in, we will do the ceremony at the end, and we do plan to speak with the top 3 boats, talk about what they did, what worked for them, how they found their fish, and how they got their bag over here.
Yeah, 27-16, 87.16 total.
Thank you.
All right.
I don't know where that stands yet.
Let's go and see if we got any comments over here.
Looking up, man.
So are we.
We're not going to lose any.
All right. Any comments? Feel free to leave them in there. Mark, what's up? He said, nice job setting up this up, guys. Very smoothly run weigh-in operation. Thank you. This is, let me just be honest, this is a very stressful day because we want this to be, and I'm very, and Rob could probably tell you this, guys, I'm very anal and particular about how things are run for events. So for me, to make sure this is a smooth flow for everyone here is of the utmost importance. And so thank you for the compliment, and we'll see how everyone else feels about it. Let's see what else. We got some other fish weighing in here. Let's take a look at the scale cam. All right, looks like we got some Lakers in there. We got some Coho coming in.
5 for 28.78.
Looks like their box is 28.78. All right. Let's see if we can see here. If you look in the top right corner of the scale cam, you can see the checks there that we have for our winners. We'll be excited to present them with that as well. Warren asked how many boats entered. We had 53, I believe, is the final total of boats that entered into today's contest tournament. Far exceeded our expectations. And real quick, if some of you in the chat will let me know if you're getting the audio clean, everything sounds good. I believe you guys are seeing everything just fine. But someone to let me know that everything sounds good. Greatly appreciated. We are running on a tight crew of people to run this entire operation. So unfortunately, I don't have anybody here that can confirm that everything's sounding on point. So a thumbs up would help me out tremendously. Let's see, got these fish weighed in here.
27.34.
27.34 for their fish here. All right, we got fish juice all over the place. Fun times. Super excited, man. What's great about this event is that this is really a litmus test for us here at Lake Michigan Angler going into next year and what we want to do to expand this even more. All right, let's see what they got here on the scale cam. We've got a big Laker coming out. 17.34 on that lake trout. That's a nice big Laker right there. Looks like they got their 2 Lakers. Let's see what else we got here. And we've got some coho in there.
472.
All right. We're going to see what that big fish weighs here. Big Laker. Not going to be big enough. What is it? Yeah, 17 point. Yep. All right. Impressive bag. So as I was mentioning a moment ago here, really excited about what we're going to look to do to expand this going into next year. Now that we've got this under our belt, if you will, and I don't know that if next year if participation grows anymore that we'll be able to do it here. It's quite a balancing act to make it all work. But big thank you to Lauren, who's out working the parking lot to accommodate the boats, and we are orchestrating a show. We got a big fish coming in. Let's take a look. Big 16-pound Laker brought in. We've got there 2, looks like there's 2 big Lakers, a king in there. It's got a nice box. Let's see what they got. Yeah, you're in the shot. Two big Lakers. Let's see what's going on here. It's a nice king there. I don't think it's going to be bigger than what's currently out there. So, all right, let's go to the comments. Any comments, feel free to leave it in there. Audio is great. Setup is great. Fish on the Michigan side and calling out world names at the scale is the thing we wish our side would do more of. Got you. I'm trying to do that, but it's. I'll see if I can get those names in there. It's a little difficult, just because of how we got everything set up here. Ted, what boat is this? What boat is this? What boat? Oh, I'm sorry, boat name. Was it? 2 for hooky? I believe is what they said. It's hard to hear everything. It's a lot of people in here. I have to keep ushering people out of the shot. They're hugging the wall. All right, let's see what we got here. What's up, Dylan? Is that a tuna? No. Where were you at? All right, everything sounds good. I'm glad everything sounds good. For some reason on Facebook, we're getting a delay on the comments here. So we'll see if I can get them. Boss, I got to have you off the wall. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get the boat names as best I can. Say, when you get a chance, can you just scream out their boat names as they come up so I can, people are wanting to know who's who. All right. Get the boat name here. Do Jigger? All right, we got Do Jigger up now, guys. Big Lakers in there. Got a king coming out. Let's go to the big cam here, scale cam. Two for hooking. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, it's extremely difficult to hear in here.
36-16.
36-16 for Do Jigger. 36-16 for Do Jigger. Oh, they're not done yet. That was for the Southwest. They're in the Southwest Series. We're also weighing fish for the Southwest Series, so their final five. 54-24. 54-24. It's a good spot to be. It's a good spot to be. That was Do Jigger. And thank you guys for giving me the thumbs up on the audio. I appreciate it. It's one less stress in my life, making sure everything's working properly here. Now, I want to say this. I'm going to cut to the main cam here for a second. Let me guys tell you this, that I told folks, hey, if you're going to be fishing Saturday, you might as well join into the tournament because you know what? You're going to end up catching that big fish, and you're not going to be in the tournament. You're going to miss out on money. Guess what happened today? We got confirmation of someone out in the water today that caught a 29-pound king. 29-pound king that clearly would have taken a lot of money out today, and they're not in the tournament. What a shame. All right, let's find out who's up next. Oh, big Laker here. Who do we got, Ted? Get Hooked. Get Hooked is here. Two big Lakers in. Let's see what else they got. We're going to pull out the box here. Might not stack up enough here. Two big Lakers. You're going to need a big king to help out with that bag. But let's see what they come in with their final weight. 47.68. It's still a good place to be. You're in that 40 to 50 range. It's a very good place to be if you get into that spot. Just based off of what we're seeing so far, what I've seen so far, it's a really good place to be. Just a reminder, our biggest, currently right now, the biggest box is 76. It's over 70. It's a very impressive box. And they had quite a few kings, big kings. They got on the king bite. All right, let's see what we got next. Summer School's up next, guys. Summer School's up next with their weigh-in. Let's take a look at the scale cam and see what they're going to pull out that box. You just never know. At any moment, someone can just pull in the big boys. And what do we got here? We got a king. Nice 15-pound king. Looks like that's their big fish. Another king comes in. Nice Laker comes in. And they're fishing around, no pun intended. That's a big Laker right there. It's a big fat Laker. Let's see what their fifth fish is. Nice Steelhead. 68.56. 68.56. That is a good place to be, folks. Really exciting. That's an incredible box right there and really nice, impressive. Two nice kings, two Lakers. I think that's essentially what's going to be, short of you getting all kings. But I think the two big Lakers and at least two kings, that's probably what's gonna that's probably what I think is gonna be what it takes to get you in these top spots here. Remember, up for grabs, guys. First place, $7,133. You heard correct. $7,133 is today's first place payout for the Big Pond Brawl presented by Fish Hawk Electronics. You don't see these kind of payouts normally, you know, in a single day salmon tournament. This is what's really exciting. And, man, this is going to be incredible to see how this plays out. I would say we may still have a little bit, about half of boats to weigh in still. We've got a king coming in here. Let's see what boat this is.
1308.
The rubber duck. The rubber duck.
We got the rubber duck here weighing in their fish, starting off with a king. Looks like they have a Laker. King is coming in. See what their next two are going to be here. Got another Laker coming in. Just a reminder that they can only bring in 2 Lakers out of their 5 fish. Can only be 2 can be Lakers. So I'm going to love to talk with some of these boats that plays 56-46 is their total here for this crew. It's going to be fun to talk to folks and see how they strategize their fishing, because you're only really fishing for 2 Lakers. You're fishing for 2 Lakers, and you have to fish for the kings. You really needed to fish for kings and Lakers on this one. And if you got that bonus fish that, you know, was big, maybe a big steely, we did have a nice brown trout that was brought in and weighed. It was teens. That was part of the current first place boat. Part of their haul was, I think it was like 3 or 4 kings and a brown trout. It was a really impressive box. Some of these guys weighed in before the broadcast started, and we really had to do that in order to keep the flow going. So you guys are kind of catching the rest of the boats coming in, as well as the ceremony itself when we do the announcement for who wins. All right, we got the next boat up. Let's see who this is. Endeavor is here. We're going to weigh their box. Let's see what they got. Big fish coming in with a king. Nice respectable king. Nice 15 middle of the ground king right there. Next fish is going to be another king. We've got Laker coming in. Ryan, yes, we're finally gotten to a flow here where they're relaying the boat name to me. So hopefully that's good to go for everyone here that's watching. All right.
5382.
5382 is the total weight. Again, we're seeing these 40s and 50s going to be middle of the pack here. I suspect that's going to get folks into some money right there. If you're just pulling into the stream, welcome. Michael here from Lake Michigan Angler. Rob is busy in the front of the shop as we are still working normal business hours here on the weekend. Welcome to the Big Pond Brawl, presented by Fish Hawk Electronics. Big thank you to our sponsors, Magnum Metals, Akuma, Big Ones Cut Bait, Aqua Traction of Chicago, Migrator Charters as well. We had a couple of anonymous donors contribute in here. Lake Michigan Angler also contributed to the prizing and sponsorship of this all. So big thank you to all of them. And if you guys get a chance to check out and support all of those companies that are supporting our community, I highly encourage you to do so. Go Devil currently weighing in their fish. Looks like they're going to kind of eyeball and see what kind of Laker they're going to weigh. All right. They're kind of searching to see which fish are going to bring in now. Looks like a big coho. So they're participating in the Southwest Series, so that's their 3 fish. And king coming in. And another king.
6528.
6528. 6528. What's their big fish? Have them hold it up towards the camera. Yeah, that little camera right there. Just hold them up so folks can see it right there. There you go. That's their big fish right there. Awesome. Cool. Got it. Thank you. Impressive box. Breaking the 60-pound mark. That's going to be a good place to be. That is a really good place to be. All right. We're going to get our next boat in here as we continue on. Let's see who we got. Endgame is weighing in their fish. Looks like got a nice king coming in. Really nice king coming in. Let's go to the scale cam. 20.36. That's going to get them up into the big fish. That is going to get them up there in that big fish category, folks. We'll have them hold that one up in a second. Okay, lake trout coming in. That's their 5 fish. 55.68. 55.68. Again, really good one. Have them hold up that big king. No, have her hold up the big king. Yep, there's the camera. There's that big king right there. There it is. Awesome. Awesome job. Impressive. That king, I believe, that king might be currently the second place in the big fish. I don't have the official numbers. I hope to get that here soon from our crew that's helping out with the official weighing in and keeping track of the scores and weights and all that stuff.
Yes, I have one in your big fish.
All right.
We'll be down there at the cleaning station later.
Okay.
All right. Let's see who we got next here, folks. Cleaning up the scale here while we're waiting here. Hopefully next year we'll have some of you that are watching participate in this. We'll talk a little bit later. Hopefully we have a chance about what we're looking at doing for next year and how to expand this. Let's get back into the scale here and see who we got next here. Got a nice steelhead coming in. What's the boat name? Larry's Pounder coming in for the weigh-in. Saw steelhead come out. Let's see what else we got in here. Some coho. Got a laker. All right, let's see what we got here.
26.44.
26.44 for their 5 fish. 26.44. You know, one thing I'll say from watching the weigh-in here is that it's been really interesting to see. There's some boats that just hit it big with their fish, and some boats that are, came in with, like the low 20s. Maybe a sign that obviously the fish are scattered about, and you just had to kind of find them. And maybe that's part of it is that luck element of fishing out here, where you just find the right school of the right size fish that you're looking for a tournament. But it's not like we're seeing a consistent, big king coming in. Mother Lode currently weighing in their fish. I believe I heard that's an 18-pound king. Got a second one, king. Let's see what else they got. They're going to pull out of their stash here. Looks like I believe that was a king or coho. I couldn't tell. I believe that was maybe a bigger coho. Got a laker in there. And their 5th and final fish is going to be a lake trout as well. Final call here.
56.08.
56.08. 56.08. That's a good spot to be. Very good place to be. I can tell you that for those of you that are not here, you got an audience in front of us, and quite a few folks here that are in these top spots are sitting in the front seats here, anxiously awaiting for the end of the weigh-in. I'll tell you that right now. They're anxiously waiting for the end of this weigh-in. Russell said, it looks like a great weekend to be on the Big Pond. It worked out. It worked out. We got a showing of their big fish, 18-pound king. Awesome. All right. All right. So it looks like we got a little bit of a break coming in from the boats that are coming in here. They have until 3 o'clock, which is about 30 minutes, to be here for their weigh-in. Remember, what was unique about this whole experience, and we'll flip over here to the main cam. What was unique about the experience here is that they had 4 ports to fish out of between Waukegan and Racine. So we have boats that are probably still coming up from Racine. They're making their way down here. What's really cool about this when we thought about it was how does that allow anglers to strategically plan their fishing, right? Because you have access to 4 ports. Where do how do you set up and decide where you want to take off from and fish from? And for those that are in small boats, it gives them I think, somewhat of an advantage versus a boat that's, port specifically at a location, because they can move around based upon what they may have done pre-fishing, based upon, what was going on with other reports. If they heard the bite was better south or north, then they can adjust their launch point to get to those fish quicker and work them, have more time to fish for them. So there's a definitely an element of strategy in this when you have the access to fish out of, multiple ports. And we thought that was an interesting kind of play in deciding to do this kind of a tournament here. I'm going to try and get some current weights here when we can. Let me see if I can get that here. Give me 1 second. Hey, Ted. Can you write down the top 3 standings right now? If you, yeah, but okay. Okay. So they're going to work on that. I'm going to try to get you guys a current standings list here. Quite a few boats. Again, the biggest haul right now is over 70 for 5 fish. Really incredible. We've got quite a few in the 60s. We've got even more in the 50s, and a lot in the 40s. And just to kind of recap, we are paying out 10 places. So there's a lot of money out here. When it was all said and done, we were able to collect over $17,000 in cash and prizes to be given away for today between entries and our sponsors. So first place today is walking out of here with $7,133. Big fish, again, that there was so much in that pot that we decided to go ahead and break it down into 3 spots for the big fish. So first place for the monster fish presented by Magnum Metals is going to be $2,000 for 1 fish. Second place will walk out of here with $1,000 for their monster fish, and third for $550. That is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about this so far? How many of you are kicking yourselves in the butt that you should have went out today and fished? It happens. I mentioned them earlier, maybe you didn't hear this, but there is a boat that was out today that caught a 29-pound king, and they were not a part of the tournament. So that happened. Let's see here if you have any other questions or comments here. The Brewmore, let's have a big shout out for Aquatraction for helping sponsor today's event. Absolutely. I mentioned them earlier when we opened up the broadcast, but for sure, Aquatraction, big thank you to Aquatraction. We were open to sponsors, and they reached out and said, hey, we want to support the fishing community here and what we're doing for our first time event. And again, what's so telling for these companies that I don't want to say on a whim, but went out of their way to support us in doing something that is brand new to us. We're not an established tournament, series or event or club where, they can look and they see the track record. For them to just say, you know what, we believe in what you're going to do, and we're going to support you and your community. It really says a lot about these companies. So again, Aquatraction came in and the last few weeks jumped on board to support. I know you guys can't see it on the camera, but we're actually standing on their beautiful Aquatraction matting. My feet are nice and comfortable. We've got samples here, so all the boaters are checking them all out, and quite a few people actually are talking with them about getting some stuff for their boats. So if you're in the market for flooring for your boat, please check out Aquatraction of Chicago. I had a conversation with Kyle, good people. He covers the Chicago market So if you're in like Northwest Indiana, Chicago, even in the southern part of Wisconsin, he's happy to work with you to get that set up for your boats. All right. All right. Well, we are currently waiting. We got about 30 more minutes for all boats to get here for their weigh-in. A lot of people are anxiously waiting in the audience here to find out if they're going to walk away with a big check, whether they have a big fish or if they have the big box. We're probably waiting for folks from Kenosha and Racine to come down here. This has been a hell of an experience. Definitely excited. I'll take a moment here to talk about what we're thinking about doing, going into next year. This really was an idea that Rob and I had. If you don't know the story, and I'm sure we'll talk about it more in the podcast when we resume the podcast in the fall, but the short story is Rob and I, it was the day that Captain Keating was here for his salmon schools. I came up to the front and said, Rob, let's do a tournament. and literally on a whim that weekend, we got the ball rolling on it. So here we are, and I can't thank all of you out there in the fishing community for supporting this, sharing it, getting the word out. Even if you didn't participate in it yourself, we know many of you shared it, got the word out. That meant a lot to us. We really appreciate that. What we're looking to do for next year is even bigger. Now, this is all subject to change, but the idea I have that Rob and I are discussing is making this into 3 events. And what we're going to do is still make it tailored to small boaters. All right, that's our goal. And still keeping the similar format of 5 fish, much like what we're doing today. Same 4 ports that you can fish out of. But what we're looking to do is have it to be 3 events, maybe a 4th, maybe, we don't know. But what's going to be different about next year and the vision we have is that we look to do it where you can join and fish just the one event if you want to do a one-off, because we understand that people have various levels of commitment. Some are super busy, family, work, and they can't do every event. So you can still jump in for one day and still have a chance of walking away with a payday, or we'll do a series or route. So those can compete in the series. What's going to be cool about the series side is that we're going to plan to have a trophy. Think about like the Stanley Cup, where it's this big cup trophy, and the winning boats each year will have like their nameplate stuck on the trophy, and then we're going to keep the trophy here at the shop. The goal is to really create a new tradition and to have that going through here. And when the folks come to the shop, they can look at the trophy and see the boats, year over year that have won it. And we think that's super cool. And I think the series route will also allow for a much bigger payday as well. So that is an early glimpse into what we're looking at and how to expand this going into next year. And your thoughts on that would be greatly appreciated. Let me know what you guys are thinking, if that sounds pretty cool, something to be interested in. We definitely want to have more folks be involved in it and join us for the future one. Russell said, can't wait to see the results. Looks like there were some monsters. Yeah, they're tabulating the numbers right now. I'm gonna see if they're ready here in a second, where I can get some numbers to share with you guys. So let me lean over here and ask them real quick. When you guys get a chance, if you can give me some info on like the top three, and the top 3 big fish as well. You get a chance. If you need to write it down, you want to write it down? Yeah. With the weights? All right, they're going to give me that info. They're going to get the info. I'm going to share with you guys the info on the top 3 boats and the top 3 biggest, or the monster fish as well. We're going to get that here for you in a second. I'm anxious as well. Let's see where we're at here. For some reason, I'm not able to see. Let me see if I can get Facebook chat here. For those of you on Facebook, for some reason, there's always a little difficulty with comments coming through. So if you want to watch on YouTube, we have the link on a post on our Facebook. I can read the YouTube chat much easier if you want to comment or ask any questions. Let's see here. 52 boats did enter. Phil coming in. Great job, Rob and Mike. I need you guys on my team next year. Well, here's the thing about it, right? This is the double-edged sword for us, is because we are running it. Rob and I are the tournament directors, right? We're not going to participate. It's just we don't feel as though we should be participating in something that we're a part of, and so unfortunately, I can't. We won't be doing that. And if Rob fishes it, that means he's going to put all the work on me, and I'm not doing it. So, yeah. All right. One thing that's really interesting so far is that we're seeing a variety of boxes. I mean, we're seeing some mega boxes for 5 fish. We're seeing some other boxes that looks like they were, and they even expressed it. They were struggling a little bit to kind of get on the fish. So it's going to be really telling at the end of this when we sit down with the top placements, the first 3 boats that place, to find out where they went, what they were using. I already heard early that the flasher fly bite was phenomenal today. And it seems like it's just turning on. For the last few weeks, flasher fly bite wasn't really kind of going off the way it needed to. It was still a very big spoon bite. But it seems like from some of these boats that came in today, and we'll talk about it more as we get them on here on the weigh-in live, as they talk about that in more detail. But flasher flies seems to have picked up here. Scott asks, "Hi Mike, sorry joined late. Do you have any info where the hot setups and baits?" Well, Scott, I actually coincidentally just kind of mentioned it. Seems like flasher flies are doing well today, but when we get these boats in here, the ones that place first, second, third, and whoever catches the monster fish, we'll ask them and we'll get information. But all early indications from people that came in seemed as though the flasher fly bite was really good today. So we will see here momentarily once we kind of get that together here. I'm still trying to figure out why our Facebook comments are not coming in. We'll see if anything changes. And they are tabulating things right now. I'll have that momentarily for you guys. We will be paying out to 10th, and 11th through 18th are actually going to be walking away out of here with some really great prizes as well. Rods, reels, various other products from some of our sponsors. So it's pretty robust what's happening today. All right, awesome. Thank you guys. All right, here's what we have right here, guys. I'm looking at it's kind of a tight race. Kind of a tight race right here. Looks like currently in 5th place, Whitewater Express has a bag of 62.12 for their 5 fish. Gold Devil is currently in 4th with a 65.28 bag. In 3rd currently, remember this can all change. All it takes is for some more boats to come weigh in some fish. In 3rd, Super Sport Junior has a total weight of 67.7. And 2nd, currently, Summer School with a total weight of 68.56. And then currently 1st place with an impressive. They came in, they were the first to weigh in today. They were one of the North Point boats, so they were right down the street. With a total weight of 75.36 for 5 fish. Walter. That's the name of the boat and the crew. As we move into the big fish standings, currently, as expected, the Kings are leading the charge with 1 Laker in here. In 3rd for Monster Fish at 20.34, a Laker. We have Esperanza and Jim Parquette. And 2nd for the Monster Fish at 20.36. Look how close that is, guys. Just off by 2 between the King and the Laker here. But in 2nd, Endgame, Randy Kisley has the King and the biggest King so far right now, and that could change. That could change. So I keep watching. You never know. Someone walks in with the box. You just never know what's in there, man. the 21.70 king from Twitch and Dipsy. They're sitting here looking at me very nervously. They have a chance of walking away today with $2,000 for that one fish. That is quite the payday. There's many ways to win money today, and just one fish can buy you a lot of pizzas and beers for a couple of weeks. So they're patiently waiting to see, and they're anxious for this time to hit 3 o'clock so that they can hold down to that number one spot with their big king at 21.70 for Twitch and Dipsy. As I mentioned earlier, maybe you didn't hear about this, or maybe just pulling into the broadcast. Welcome to the Big Pond Brawl live weigh-in presented by Fish Hawk Electronics. There was a boat out there that caught a 29-pound king salmon today that was not in the tournament. Never fails. It happens with Salmonorama and many other tournaments. That's why I said leading up to this event, if you're going to fish on the Saturday, you might as well enter. You just never know what happens. And so that happened. And I'm sure they're going to be, kicking themselves in their butt. But that's part of how it goes, right? So that is the current standings that we have right here. We'll try to get another update once we get to that 3 o'clock. We're just about a little more than 10 minutes away from closing it down. And how many boats do we have left sitting out there? We have quite a few boats still left. 8 missing? Okay, so 8 are missing? So maybe I'll text Rob. Or maybe you want to let Rob know which 8 they are? See if he wants to call them, or I'll text him. All right, we're doing a little back-end stuff here. We're going to see. We're just 8 boats away from complete weigh-in. Some boats may not weigh if they didn't have enough fish for whatever reason. So we're going to try to find out if they're coming. All right. Oh, Rob, get with them about 8 boats, or we haven't heard if they're going to check in. You want to talk to them and see what 8 they are and find out if they're coming? There's 8 boats that have been waiting. You want to talk with them and find out which 8 and see if they actually checked in and if they're going to come? Otherwise, we can move along. All right, guys. Multitasking here. Russell said, I need a couple of fish to exceed my PB to even have a chance. You never know, man. Listen, you don't know what you're going to pull out until you get out in the water. I didn't know I was going to get my 30-pound king until I was out there and I got a 30-pound king. Chris Adelmeyer asked how many spots are paid. We are paying out 10 spots. 10 spots. 10 spots. There's a lot of money to be given away, guys. First place for today's Big Pond Brawl is walking away with $7,133. Second place will be walking away with $3,170. Third place will be walking out with $1,937. Fourth place will be walking out with $1,232. Fifth place will be paid $1,056. Eighth place, $880. Seventh place, $704. Eighth place, $616. Ninth place, $528. 10th place, $352. And then 11th through 18th, we'll be receiving various prizes, rods, reels, so on and so forth. And then for our monster fish presented by Magnum Metals, that pot grew so big that we decided to break it down and pay out the 3 spots on the monster fish. So first place for the monster fish will take out $2K. Second place, $1K, and third place, $550. Those are going to be the payouts for today, and people were very curious about what that was going to be, and we held on to that information just because we wanted people to focus on the fishing and not worry about the money side of it. But now that the cat is out of the bag, pretty substantial for a single one-day tournament, and we're really excited to be able to provide that opportunity to the community here for what we've got going on. So we've got a full house of people. The parking lot is filled with boats. People are anxiously waiting for the final call here. And again, we're just waiting for 8 boats to come in. We're going to find out if they are in fact coming in here, and if not, we'll move along into the finalization here and getting into the prizing portion of the live stream. But man, what a day! So many people that have come through here. I would say out of the 53 boats that brought in fish, I'd say about a third of them are new salmon tournament anglers, and that is amazing. And that's what our goal was, to get people more involved in the salmon fishing. We see every day here at the shop at Lake Michigan Angler, we see new people coming in. They're a walleye angler, they're a bass angler, or whatever other species inland fishing that they've done, and they want to start getting into salmon fishing. They come here, they trust us to get them hooked up with the right gear at the right prices to get out there and be successful, help point them in the right direction with information. And we take great pride in being able to do that and hearing people's success stories. And we see time and time again when they go out there and they get their first king, their first coho, they're hooked. And the next step in that process to get them into what we do more and more is to get them involved in the tournaments. And we're excited that many people have come in and gave our tournament the shot for their first tournament, salmon tournament experience. And hopefully that'll compel them and get them involved in some of the other great tournaments that are happening here on the other side. You've got both of the clubs in SU, Wisconsin, and Illinois with the club tournaments, Salmonorama. The Jackpot Series is also going on right now as well. So check out some of the clubs, check out all the other offerings for salmon tournaments here. Not only should you look at it as like, hey, I'm trying to win money, but this is a great opportunity to network with other great anglers, pick their brains, expand your network. We talk about that a lot in the podcast, which is your network is going to greatly help your fishing out there because you have someone to call, someone that you can trust that has good information, that can give you that, share it with you and allow you to get on the bite. And in exchange, there's days where you can give them the info if you're on the hot bite. That's really what a lot of this comes down to, is that network. It goes so far. And what I've seen in the tournament side is that very valuable. On the tournament side, as many boats will talk with each other, help each other out. And, maybe you guys get a little hush-hush the day before, the day of the tournament. But normally, most folks will still help out, give info to help you get on there. So if you really want to increase that learning curve on your salmon fishing, I really believe that getting involved in the tournaments, in the clubs, otherwise being a part of some of these new ones like ours that are starting off here are a great way to learn, test your skills, and just improve on what you're trying to do here. And hopefully next year, as we expand what we're doing here, our bigger goal is, look, we know that on the Michigan side, they have an extremely robust salmon tournament, whole entire ecosystem over there. And our goal here, Rob and I and folks that are helping us with this, is to contribute to what's already here with the other great tournaments and the clubs that are doing stuff, to add and let's start building up our tournament circuit here for salmon, to get it on par to what the guys on the Michigan side have. And it seems like today was a step in the right direction, and excited for next year. Even though this is a lot of work, I'm going to enjoy a nice couple of days off from all the work that went into this, from the promotion, the all the video content we were putting out, rolling out prior to this, to get a little bit of a break. But next year, looking to expand it and grow it out, and hopefully give you guys something to be excited for as we go throughout the year. Time is crunching down here. Say it again. Oh, it's a king? Oh, okay. Because it wrote Laker on there. Okay. Just to clarify, guys, the big fish, the third place big fish, was not a Laker. It was, in fact, a king. So, as expected, kings rule the big fish. So, just want to get that updated and clarified there. Sorry for any confusion. We are writing stuff between myself and the scale table, the weigh-in table. All right. What else do we have here? Jeff said he'll jump in next year. Absolutely, would love to have you guys. We'd love to have you guys. One thing that's really exciting is that I believe there's at least one. I think there's two, in fact, boats that are actually from Michigan. They came over. They drove over from Michigan in their boat across the lake to participate today. So, wow, to those folks, I don't know who they are. Hope to meet them. Thank you. That is really incredible that folks wanted to be a part of our tournament here. That they made the drive from across the pond. I think that's a good indicator, and it'd be great for next year to have more of the Michigan guys come on over our side, get to fish our side, meet and network with folks on our side, so that's super cool, and definitely wanted to point that out. We're getting into the twilight hour here, folks. We're about 4 minutes away from locking off the official weigh-in time. If folks are not here in the building or even in the parking lot with their boat, to at least let us know they're ready to check in. It's going to be closed down, and I hope we don't have to do that. Hopefully folks are coming in, making their way in here. But the minute we hit 3 o'clock, we will get ready for the prizing ceremony aspect of the live stream show. Another comment here, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask the questions while we're waiting to resume here. T-Dog, great job, Mike and Rob. Our fishery has been in need of something like this. You guys just turned it up a notch. Keep up the good work on YouTube channel. Thank you so much, T-Dog. We greatly appreciate it. Truly, truly appreciate it. It means a lot, and that folks are kind of seeing what we're trying to do here. So thank you. What's going on? All right. Let's see here. Any other comments? Feel free to ask, as we are keeping an eye here on the time. About 3 minutes, and then it's good. All right. If you want to take those signs now? You want to take those down now? Get ready for that? So we're going to start rallying everybody together. Yeah. All right. Where are we at here? Let me check here. All right. All right. Again, having difficulty with Facebook for some reason, but so if you have any comments over there, I'd probably ask to come on YouTube. It's just easier. I don't know why Facebook makes it so difficult here. Anywhere on the missing 8 boats? No, we don't know. So, the thing about it is we're all grown adults here, and if you're a captain of a boat, you would hope that they would reach out to inform us if there's any kind of difficulty getting here. If your tire blew, we would make accommodations, right? We're not trying to hold people up if something kind of unexpected happened to that degree. But if it's a no call, no show, we have to move on beyond that. 2 minutes until we close down the scales, and we will tabulate everything, and we'll get things started here with the ceremony. In fact, in the process of that, I may go to a little bit of a break. The stream will continue, but we'll go to a little bit of an intermission, and I'll give you guys a chance to go ahead and grab something to drink or snack on, and then we'll move into the prizing, and I'll work to get everything together. Let's go ahead and get some stuff set up here. Get that set up here. Any thoughts on the kayak division? Yes, we will. So I should say we will be doing one more tournament this year, but it will be kayak specific. For the last couple of years, I've been doing a kayak, like a friendly kayak tournament. Last year was the first year that we kind of did like more with it, and we got prizing. This is gonna be the first year that it's like official all the way. Before it was just done amongst a small group in a Facebook group, but this is gonna be the first year we're gonna advertise it and do the same thing we've done, and that'll be in the fall. I call it the Kings of the Kayak Battle, and that'll be the one for kayak anglers to get involved in. We will do that. I'll be honest, I don't know that we'll have nearly as much prizing for that because it's much more niche. And to be quite honest, a lot of the kayak brands have already, if I've spoken to, have already kind of allocated their funds for the year. So that's something that I would need to get with them in the fall of this year for 2024, so they can allocate resources to give for prizing for kayak. But next year, yes, we actually will coincide and run the tournaments, the kayak tournaments with the boat tournaments. We'll detail that more out next year, but essentially the kayak tournaments will have a week long to fish because there's a lot more weather considerations for kayaks. They'll be able to fish just like salmon and remo. You start on the Saturday and you end the next Saturday. The kayak guys will start a week before the boat tournament, the single day boat tournament, and they both end together on that Saturday. Hopefully that makes sense. That'll allow for kayak anglers to fish that week. They'll have their own set rules and set kind of program. It'll be different from the boat guys, but they will be running in conjunction. That is the goal. That is the goal. All right, folks. It's 3 o'clock. We're going to wait for Rob to give me the thumbs up, the thumbs down. We'll have a word here momentarily if we're good to go. And we'll move on to the next portion of the live stream here. Thank you guys for joining us. If you're just pulling into the stream, my name is Michael here at Lake Michigan Angler. We have the Big Pond Brawl live weigh-in show. Appreciate you guys for joining us. It's all presented by Fish Hawk Electronics. Big thank you to our sponsors, of course, Magnum Metals, Akuma, the Big Ones Cut Bait, Aqua Traction of Chicago. Migrated Charters contributed as well. Anonymous Donor contributed. Lake Michigan Angler also contributed. So quite a few companies putting into this to support our community here, and we're super excited. So moments away, just waiting for the thumbs up so we know that we can move on and get the prizing all over here and announce the winners for today's event. It's gonna be close. I really think once we get past like the first 3 or 4 boats, I think those 5th through 10th places that are in the money, I think those are going to be really tight. There's a lot of 50, 40-pound bags that are really tight. Really tight. Are you guys going to tabulate everything? Okay. All right, they're going to prep me some stuff here so that I can do the announcements and do all that stuff here. We also got some nice little checks over there. We'll give those with some folks here. And let's see here. Let's check the comments again real quick. All right, I'm not seeing anything new. I'm not sure if anybody on Facebook's commenting, but I'm trying to check that out. There we go. All right. Hopefully that answered your question, Michael, about the kayak stuff. We definitely want to include the kayaks. I primarily fish out of kayaks, so I definitely want to grow that. I'm very passionate about, maybe if you guys could tell, I like to do events and put the events together, bring the community together. I really get a lot of enjoyment out of that. And so that is, for me and Rob, that's our goal, to grow it. And you know, let's be honest, right? It also benefits the store, right? The more people are fishing, keeps us around. And as a small business here, many of you guys know and seen a lot of businesses fold under the current economic situation in the country the last couple of years. So it's important that we keep people fishing. You know, we want to keep people fishing, and whatever we can do to contribute to helping people keep fishing successfully, get out there, have a good time, be safe. We want to do that. So that is our thoughts on that, and a driving factor in why we decided to jump into the tournament side. It's not easy. It's a lot of that went into it. I will say, to be honest with you, that this ran smoothly for us, and it seems like it ran smoothly for our anglers. One thing we'll be doing for our anglers is we'll be sending them a form for feedback, so we can get their direct feedback on how they felt the event went, what they liked, what they didn't like, what they think we could do better, the flow. So we're looking forward to that feedback, so we can take it into next year and dial things in and do that. So let's see here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to go on a short intermission here for a few moments, you guys can enjoy the little video and the little bit of music in the background. And we'll be back momentarily with what I believe should be the beginning of the prizing here. So stay with us. We'll be right back here on the Big Pond Brawl live weigh-in show, okay? All right. We are back. Thank you guys that are watching on the live stream here, the Big Pond Brawl live weigh-in show. We are back. We tabulated the numbers. One hell of a showing here. We're going to jump straight into it. We have Rob here from the shop, everyone should know. Nick as well helping. And I do want to take a moment to thank Nick and Ron, who were behind the scenes helping. If we can get a round of applause, they did a lot here. Help with signage. So thank you guys so much. It really. And thank you, Lauren, as well, for taking care of the parking lot, and it made that go smoothly. I think that was a great job as well, because we were really worried about that, but it turned out to go very, very smoothly here. So without further ado, we're going to jump straight in here to the prizing, and we're going to hand out now the placements for the Magnum Metals Monster Fish. In third, with a king weighing in at 20.34 pounds, Jim Parquette from Esperanza. In second, by the way, he'll be taking home $550 for that fish. In second for the Magnum Metals Monster Fish at 20.36 pounds with the king, Randy Kisley from Endgame. Congratulations, Randy. He'll be taking home $1,000 for that king, $1,000. And finally, the Magnum Metals. We've got the big check here. It's going to be the very first one, Rob. The king that weighed in at 21.20 pounds. Congratulations going out to Milan Staran from Twitch and Dipsy. Congratulations. Come on up. Milan is taking home $2,000 for that monster fish. Come on in the picture. Scoot on over, guys. There it is. We got him in there. Thank you so much. Congratulations. They were actually one of the first to weigh in, and he's been sitting in that front seat the entire time waiting for the call on that. Amazing payday. Amazing payday. All right. Let's go ahead and move on into the placements here. We are going to, so just to quickly address, we're paying out to 10th place. However, we're going to start at 18th because we have a variety of prizes. So we'll begin there. All right. So in 18th, we have Kevin Massard from Follow Me, total weight of 43.62 pounds. Congratulations, Kevin. If you're here, you can collect. If not, we'll get it to you later. All right. In 17th, Kyle Kiena from Get Hooked with a total weight of 47.68 pounds. In 16th, Ted Foddy from Seamate with a total weight of 50.02 pounds. Congratulations to Ted. In 15th, Jason W. from Endeavor. Congratulations, with a total weight of 53.82 pounds. In 14th, Dave Malo with Do Jigger with a total weight of 54.24 pounds. Congratulations, Dave and Do Jigger. In 13th, Greg Williamson from Fishing Crew with a total weight of 54.32. Congratulations to the crew. In 12th, Rich Matthews from Musclehead with 54.72 pounds. Congratulations.
There you go.
In 11th, Milan Staran from Twitch and Dipsy with a total weight of 55.28. All right, let's get into the money, folks. In 10th, Randy Kisley from Endgame with a total bag of 55.68. You're taking home $352. Congratulations. In 9th, Mike Thomas in the Motherlode taking home, they have a total weight of 56.08, and you'll be taking home $528 today. Congratulations. In 8th, John Filco from the Rubber Duck with a total weight of 56.46. You will be taking home $616 today. Congratulations. In 7th, Tim Skalitsky from Cialis taking home, a total weight of 56.98, and you'll be taking home $704 today. Congratulations. In 6th place, Jason Malicki from Real Busy with a total weight of 60.74. You'll be taking home $880 today. Congratulations. In 5th place, Tim Hyvenen, apologies, from Whitewater Express with a total weight of 62.12. You'll be taking home $1,056 today. Congratulations. In 4th, Steve Rupa, Go Devil, with a total weight of 65.28. You'll be taking home $1,232 today. Congratulations. All right, 3 through 1, we have a little check. So if we call you up here, or if your name's called, make sure you come up to receive the check. We are taking it back, though. We at least need one of them to write down the first place one. All right. In 3rd, with a total weight of 67.7, Dan Hess from Super Sport Junior, you're taking home $1,937 today. Congratulations. Where you at? Are you here? Come on up. Where's he at? Where's he at? Is he here? He's not here?
I guess not.
Must be present to win.
All right. All right. You can write that one on there. All right. In 2nd, with a total weight of 68.56, congratulations going out to Shane Jack from Summer School. Congrats, Shane, taking home $3,170. Get in there. Scoot on over. There you go. Yeah, run over me. Don't worry about me. $3,170 taken home. Congratulations. Stick around. We'd like to get you on here to talk about how you fish today if you get a chance. Awesome. Thank you. And in 1st place with an amazing box of 75.36 pounds for 5 fish. Incredible job. Congratulations to the crew of Walter, Matthew Biggerstaff. 1st place, taking home $7,133 today. Come on in. There's the crew. Guys, thank you all. Congratulations, an impressive box. They were one of the first to come in here. And when they opened it up, I was like, wow. So we'll talk to you guys in a moment. We'll get you on here to talk about how you guys fish. A round of applause for everyone. Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. Do we have anything? Well, yes. All right. Come on in. We'll have you jump on this mic right here. You might have to squat a little bit. All right. Yep, you can talk right into the mic. Or you want to hold it up and talk?
Okay, everybody, we do want to announce the Southwest, the winners of the Southwest Challenge Series. So for the big fish, for the Southwest Challenge Series, it goes to Whitewater Express.
Whitewater, congratulations for your big fish.
For third place in the series today, that goes to, with 94.14 points, goes to the crew of the fishing crew.
Congratulations, fishing crew.
Second place, with a total of 96.16 points, goes to Team Dewjigger, Dave Malo.
Congratulations, Dewjigger.
And then first place with a total of 98.34 points goes to Go Devil, Steve Rupa.
Congratulations, Steve.
We have all the money up here in the front. Thanks everybody for participating in the challenge series.
All right.
The next leg of the series will be next week in Kenosha at the Kenosha Classic.
All right. Well, folks, again, thank you for joining us on the Big Pond Brawl presented by Fish Hawk Electronics live weigh-in show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Can't thank our sponsors enough for what they've done to allow us to give away these tremendous paydays today to our fantastic anglers, Fish Hawk Electronics, Magnum Metals, Kuma, the big one, Cut Bait, Aqua Traction of Chicago, Migrator Charters. We had an anonymous donor, Lake Michigan Angler as well. Thank you so much for being a part of the experience with us. We appreciate the support, and we look forward to next year. We're signing off. Have a great, wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you, guys. Good night. God bless.